Well, welcome to the first real sand out of the project. I got to do things a little different. I left my keyboard in St. Louis, so I'm having an issue. Hopefully, you can hear me. I have no clue. So, if you can hear me, please let me know in the description box that you can hear me because things have changed. Every time I set this up, it changes. So let's see here. We want to do what here? I'll bring this one up. Boy, that got blue. So I'm gonna have to do the camera settings again on all this stuff. Let's see, I forgot how to do it. Can you hear me? Just put anything in the chat box if you can hear me. Let's see, properties. Can't see way over there. Oh, I hate this. I want to explain to you something about stunt hanger that's going on. Let's see here. We got to get to this cam one properties, or is it filters? Filters, cancel. Cam one filters. Add a filter. Gain, noise, video delay, extended gain. No, I don't know. That ain't it. Oh well, I'll work on that later. It's more BS. Can you hear me? I have no clue what's going on. I've got this blue camera and I can't figure out how to sort it out. Transition. Yeah. I guess we'll just point that camera down. I'll have to work on that offline or whatever. We'll just put this here and point her down. Shoot, that's blue too. I don't know. If you can hear me, please let me know. I can't tell because things have changed. Got 2 thumbs up and 1 watcher. I don't know how that happened, but things have changed. So please, in the chat box, let me know you can hear me. Matter of fact, I guess I can. Sound is good, James. Okay, thank you. All right. This is the first real sand out of this project. Yesterday I was driving. Day before yesterday, I put the Japanese tissue on the fuselage and the stabilizer. And I stopped by Dan Winships, and he made me a little present, which is so appreciative. He made me this thing. It's a toolbox. It's heavy too. Where I can keep all the drills, ball drivers, all the other doodads and things. But today I'm going to put in the fillets. So we're going to get the fillets in. I still haven't got any alcohol. I can't believe that I don't have any alcohol. I guess I can use Windex. So let me get the superfill. We'll mix up some superfill, put the fillets in. I gave Dan some superfill. So he needs to know how to use it too. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, I wanted to explain what's going on with stunt hanger. Sometime today, we might experience some outage. They had some type of C panel update, and I couldn't get my C panel updated. So I don't know. We've been on 16 years, so I'm running on old software. So at the end, I got the email, end of C panel life, this, that, and the other. I'm in a panic. And I call up and I said, what can we do? It cost me $1,157 for a server migration. So, and I can prove it. I got the receipt, $1,157. So this stunt hanger deal going out backwards. Let's put in some fillets and not whine about that. Not worry about that. I did get the other problem that I had straightened out. I thought I lost the title to my house. I hit it on myself. So in a panic, that wasn't the reason I went home, but in a panic, I started looking for it. Thank God I found it. I need to get a safety deposit box and deposit all the good stuff. I think I'm going to go to the bank tomorrow and see if we can do that. It was a panic. I was panicked. Okay, Dan, if you're watching, this is how I do the fillets. Some guys don't bother with the tape. I use the tape so I can move quickly, but you do what you want. We slopped on some dope on an airplane, a 20-year-old airplane yesterday of Dan's. Got to get him going. That ain't no good. That ain't no good. Try to keep this even. And what I mean by even is, if you got a 1/4 inch from the 1/4 inch from the wing root, try to stay a 1/4 inch all the way. Don't have a 1/4 and 3/16 and 1/8. I have to go back out there and get some razor blades. So I ought to change this title of this video to Superfill Fillets. And this is the process that takes the most time. Taping this up. I normally do the top or the bottom, whatever you want to start on first. And then on one batch. And then flip it over and do the other side. Now, because this has big fillet doodads here, we're going to open it up here. So when I pull this, I want to only pull the right here. There's a low spot here. Most of this doodad filling and all that is kind of body work. You kind of got to have a knack for lows and highs and so on and so forth. An eye, so to speak. If I have to pop off here, it's because our host provider is going to need some information. So I will be back on later. I'll be on all day today. I lost a day driving as far as work goes. So we'll do this today. Tomorrow I got to go back to work. I got to make the money to support Stunt Hanger. $1,000. Unbelievable. $1,100. It was such a big shock to my Capital One card, they declined it because they thought it was fraud. Okay, I got the top, both sides done. Let's do the tail. I've moved the cameras back. Do you guys like that view a little better? I have this other camera, but I've noticed that this is blue too. I guess it's because of these lights. I need to adjust the white balance, but heck, I don't know how to do that on this. What happened to the mouse? Let's see here. I want to get that other camera whirling. Oh, it's way over there. It's way over there. Yep, as you can see, I have no room. Okay. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't get it long enough there. At least doing this now, you know that if your tissue's not down good enough, when you pull this tape up, you'll have it figured out. Uh-oh, neighbor's starting to wind up. I get to listen to crappy guitar playing. It's bad. Maybe not. We'll do the first sand out after the fillets dry, I guess. Doesn't much matter. We've been trying different types of primer, as you saw in my little primer tutorial. None of them are any good. Well, Crest, I mean, it works, but it's not as good as DC 540. Okay, I have the tape on it. And let's mix up some stupid fill. And normally I mix 10 times more than I need. Just the way it works. I need to find a clean container. Which one's going to be the best? There's none of them worth a shit. I guess that one. Let's see here. Well, I gotta tell you, I wasn't real prepared, as always. I need to grab my razor blades. Give me a second. Well, I guess I didn't bring them. Just like the keyboard. They must be sitting right with the keyboard on the other workbench. Unbelievable. So now I got to buy another $20 worth of razor blades. Oh, here they are. $20 for $5 worth. So if you guys experience any wait times or any downtime in Stunt Hanger, don't worry, we'll be back. I don't want any phone calls saying it's down. Yeah, but I know. I'm not a customer service agent. Yeah. I want to talk about the vendor's corner. I have no reviews on the vendor's corner. I get emails about, can you tell me what their hours are? No, you have to do it yourself. The vendor's corner is just a service that's there. Don't call me in the middle of the night and ask me, am I open? Because it's not me. Okay, we got this cleaned out. I don't sell anything. I'm not a charity. I'm just a dumb old model airplane guy. All right, so I got that cleaned out. We're going to eyeball this and figure that we're going to need about a golf ball's worth of superfill for that. So, what are we going to do for spoons? I guess I'll get spoons when I go. Plastic spoons, 1 spoon for each component. Yep, land upside down on the carpet, that's good. Get a stick. I think that's probably enough. I'll put this back in here. Now, when I gave Dan the superfill, I told him, here, smell this. This stuff here smells like male cat pee. Whee! I'm pretty sure it's ammonia that's in it. The mixture is supposed to be 2 to 1. 2 blue, 1 white. Of course, you can mix a little hotter like I'm doing here, probably 1.5 to 1. And it'll be fine. It just, the work time is fast. You don't have as much work time. So you want to mix it really good. It's got to be evenly mixed. That ammonia's got to get into that. I should have heated this in the microwave. We'll do that on the next mix. We'll heat it 15 seconds in the microwave. And please, if you heat this stuff in the microwave, it's hot when it comes out. So if you burn yourself, it's not on me. Warning, hot. It got the consistency of epoxy putty. Because basically that's what it is. So we got it mixed up real good. I'll bring the camera in so you can see my smoothing technique. I guess we're going to try Windex. I've never tried it because I don't have any alcohol, but there is alcohol in Windex, so that should work. I use Windex for everything else, so might as well give that a whirl. There's a little dauber on my finger. I'm going to start from the back on this side. Press her down into the crack. Yeah, I know some guys use a syringe, some guys use a spatula, popsicle stick, whatever. I've had good luck with my finger. The days of epoxylite, I always use my finger. Got the Dauntless plans. We'll show the Dauntless today, not on this video, because the Dauntless is an RC airplane. I'm going to do one video a week on the Dauntless. Try to get the RC guys interested in building. It's a big mama. Big. So now we got it all in there. Let's wipe this off. Okay, that's one side. Let's do the other. Come on. There we go. Pick this up so I don't keep tromping it around. As you can see, this is a real easy process. Really easy. So easy an old guy like me can do it. The best thing about this stuff, it's light and it sands easy. Sands as easy as contest balsa. Not like superfill, it sounds like concrete. Might have to go around the other side. Yep, go around the other side and pull it back. Feather it out going back. Okay. Now because I did the flats first, there won't be any issue in transition around this corner here. None. So let's do this. Well, how do I want to do this? Actually, I want to pull it front to rear. Get that out. Perfect. So we got 2 on there. Let's do the back, and then I'll take the tape off, and we'll use the Windex to smooth it out so I don't have to sand it. Now this is different than body work on a car, because body work on a car, you'd never get away with this, but we get away with it no problem. Kind of all in the sequencing of how you do this stuff. And sometimes you can skip around. I mean, you know, if I was really true to my roots, I wouldn't be doing this now. I'd be doing the sand out and then do this. But because I'm pressed for time, I need to use that time to my advantage. You know, whatever time that I have. This thing must be in paint at the end of this month. So that I have May to trim it. And hopefully it flies like my old shoe. Or at least close. I'm going to do this one left-handed. This side. You know, I think I actually have enough to do the whole job. Oh. Wipe that off. Nah, we'll mix another batch. Another spoonful. Maybe I can get it. Okay. Get another paper towel. Nasty. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, now it's tape time. Take the tape off. Get the trash can. That way I don't have to walk back and forth. Now here's another pro tip. If you're not real proficient with superfill, take it off after it starts to get some body to it. Of course, I mixed this hot. It has a little body to it now, so no problem. You pull the tape away from the superfill. It's going to leave a line and a ridge, and that's what the alcohol's for. In this case, we're going to use Windex. To melt that line. Never know, we might find that I like Windex better than alcohol. I like it for everything else. Works great on tissue, works great for sanding, works great to clean the airplane. Oh, I got to reposition the camera. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Let me get this off here. Okay, got that one off. You got to be able to see or it ain't a very good video. Okay. Let's see, there was a void up there by the cockpit. I need to use the razor blade on. Right there. So we'll get that. Okay, that's good. Get a razor blade and fill that void. Like, subscribe, share. Help me out with Stunt Hanger. I'm $1,000 upside down. A little more, but whatever you can do. Okay, we got a void right here. Dan, this is what you should be doing with those spots. Razor blade. Okay, that void is taken care of. We'll get this tape off the back. Oh, we got somebody. Winship, you ain't sanding? Duke, dropped in late and have to do some work on deck today. Put some super fill on that plane last night. Good. And sanded it this morning. Things are sanded out. Great. Thanks. You're more than welcome, Dan. Great stuff. Sands like butter. You can also smooth it just like the old epoxylite with alcohol, 91 proof. But I'm going to try it today with Windex because I don't have none. So we're going to see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to have to sand. All these tips and tricks that I'm showing you guys are the secrets that the master builders won't tell you. I don't know why. I did not invent any of these techniques. Just been passed on to me. Now I'm passing them to you. If I invent something, I'll tell you. Okay, let's do the rudder. I got a little bit of superfill left. Let's tape the rudder and do the rudder. And then I'll go back with the wind dash. That should be enough setup time. Had to do this in 2 staunches because you got 2 fillets that kind of intersect here. So I'm not sure that's going to work either. But we'll give her a whirl. Going to be some serious sand in there, I can tell. Some feathering. I'll do this side and then tape the other side. When you're building these planes, you want them to look like a piece of plastic, like it's all molded in one piece. So that's the reason for all this tinkering. My reason, anyway. Yeah, this is kicking off. I mixed her pretty hot. Starting to kick. That may have to be done again, but maybe not. Okay, one more side and then we got that done, then we'll do the bottom. We're going to leave a little extra here, a little extra lump, so I can sand that in. Man, I had a steak dinner over Dan's house. The steak was 5 inches thick. It was unbelievable. No kidding. Probably that thick. Huge. And he made my favorite thing, little cabbages. They were tasty. I never seen them that big either. I think they were grown in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. Okay. Thank you, Dan, for the steak dinner, the mashed potatoes, Brussels sprouts. Were they Brussels sprouts? No, they were. Shit, I can't remember. I'm getting terrible on memory. Must be getting some timers. Sometimes I can remember shit. Sometimes I can't. Hide stuff for myself. Can't figure out where I put it. That's what happened to the deed to my house and the titles to my car. Hid it from myself and had no idea where I put it. Worried about it all weekend. But I got it and I found it. Not that it's going to do any good. When the excrement hits the propeller, everything better be in order. And it's coming. Okay, so now I have the superfill on all the parts on top. Now, we did that in 45 minutes on top. So you can best bet the bottom will take a half an hour. So look at a couple hours to do a superfill job. Of course, I was juggling plates, getting the stream going and this, that, and the other. Anyway, let's see what happens when we use Windexo. That's not blue enough. Let's try this blue stuff. The bottle is made from 100% ocean-bound plastic. Does that mean it's bound for the ocean? Original. Okay, so probably a little cup of water or a little cup of this would be better than try to get it out of the bottle. Oh, man. Well, Toby, I'm going to cut up your solo cup. So, too bad. Where's the scissors? And of course, you can't find them when you need them. I just had them. Here they are. Man, I'm hoping the server company don't call me. I don't want to have to go through a bunch of nonsense, but they said be ready for some business. Okay, whatever. If we're still here tomorrow, we'll be doing great guns. Okay. Has anybody tried Windex on this? I'm a dangerous kind of guy. I like to try stuff that never been tried before on my good airplane. So here we go. Works perfect. Works perfect. I kind of figured it would. Dan and I were talking about primers and ingredients. If thank you for the super chat. If something says biodegradable, non-toxic, environmentally safe, it's no good. Trust me. That primer, you know, they call it something environmental hydrocarbons or some nonsense. It don't work. We got a $20 super chat from RC Fred. Thank you, RC Fred. We're going to start our RC Dauntless here shortly. Probably not today. I'll show the plans today sometime, but I'm going to have to pick a day. Now here on the rudder, I've just kind of eyeballed, feathered it in so I don't have to sand as much. But you're going to have to still sand. Oh, I got a big boogie right there. I'll take that off with a razor blade. I don't want to sand that or smear that, so we'll just remove that much. Don't need that much. So let's see what happens with the fillet here. Let's move the camera so you can see how good that it works. And I'm surprised at how good it does work. Okay, just wet your finger with the Windex alcohol, spit, whatever. It pulls a little off, but we don't care about that. We just want it smooth. And that's it. RC Fred. Let's see what he says here. Got to walk over to the TV. I am hoping to try to get to the Nats this year. Great. I have never been there before. I will try to say hello if I get there. I do both RC and control line. Well, I don't do RC, but we're going to build an RC airplane. The same thing. I have a lot of people from the RC field who are starting to chime in that they're using my channel for build techniques, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. Now here I'm just kind of feathering it in. I can feel there's a low spot, and so I'm trying to get the highs to the lows, and we'll probably have to superfill that again after I sand it. You can't get too excited. You gotta, it might take 2 or 3 tries, whatever, to get it perfect. But whatever it takes is what it takes. It looks to me like I need a little superfill on the rudder there to build it up some. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's put a little bit in there. Nope, she's already kicking off. I gotta make haste. I've got to make haste. So, haste is quickly for you guys that are not of my generation. And I'm sorry about the white balance, but that's just the way it goes. So this is Windex, as you can see. I wouldn't BS you. What this is doing is smoothing down that tape line that I pulled up. So you don't have to grind to get it smoothed out. If I'd have been smart, I'd have done this fillet business in St. Louis. But man, I was tired and I had to drive 5-6 hours. I use a lot of your techniques. Quality and light billing is the same across the board. You bet. But see, the problem is most RC guys are buy and fly. You know, they're not interested in creation. Not all, but most. I come from a period where you couldn't buy something to fly. You had to build it. And if most guys had to use the stuff we had to use back in the 60s and 70s, they wouldn't even do it. I mean, if anybody ever built the Gallows die crush kit, that was my first kit. A Gallows P40 die crush model. Sitting at the green workbench with a double-edged razor blade trying to get through that pine. And there's going to be a step right there. We're going to have to superfill that again. I can't have that. That will look like doo-doo. So maybe to save some time, I could take this razor blade and trowel in a little bit. If I got any, it's a little, I guess we might be able to squeeze her in there. Just have to sand. But at least it'll be on there. Ah. Put it on and then pull it out with your finger. That's brilliant. So we'll just leave a turd on there. Okay, I'll show you what I was doing there. Let me clean out this tub. If you look back there on the rudder, you'll see a spot along about right. Oh, come on, right there. That big spot is a low spot, so I just took the razor blade and troweled some in there and left it thick. We'll have to sand it off when the stuff dries. But I need to clean out my tub because we're going to mix up some superfill for the bottom. There's a couple of spots that I want to get as well on the bottom. And I'll put a little bit right there. Go around that leading edge of the stab so it blends in nicely. Just watched, I've seen it before, but I just watched the movie Burt Monroe, World's Fastest Indian. That's a cool movie. I've been to Wendover. Okay, we got that kind of slobbered in there. For you guys who are trying to build light, I don't recommend all these doodads. All these doodads do add weight, so this airplane probably could have been an ounce lighter without the doodads. So if you're looking for ultimate performance, doodads ain't it. But this is what I wanted. Yeah, Fred, you'll get to see the techniques that I use up personal. This airplane won't, my airplanes, I'm not going to make the front row because I'm not going to put that extra paint on it. But it'll be second, third row. It'll be up there. Be good enough. Okay, one more blade to clean this out so we can mix up some more. Good enough for who it's for. Normally I would just let this dry, and then break it out, but I don't have a really clean one to mix in, so I just cleaned it up. Get out the goo. Oh, there's a clean one. Oh well, I did have one. Oops. Okay. All right. Same shit on the other side. Hour and 4 minutes. Let me take a quick soda break here, a water break or something. Yeah, look at that one. Let's see. I'm gonna have to tilt that one up. Unbelievable. Try to jockey these cameras and stuff. Okay, let's see here. And we'll bring that one online. Oh. And we're back. All right. The recap of this is this airplane's been sanded. It's just not final sanded. 3 coats of dope over the whole airplane. The fuselage had 1 coat of 100% put on just because I was pressed for time. You got to have some dope on the substrate for the tissue to bind to. Then 3 coats of 60-40, 50-50 over the top of that. And then I put the tissue on. Then 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of the tissue. 3 coats of 50-50 dope over the top of Wings covered, stabs covered, rudders covered, fuselage is covered. Then you can put your fillets in. What that does is it's where the paper matches, it seals the paper so they can't no fuel can get underneath it. And it takes the seam away as well. It hides the seams, kind of like the good monocoat guys. They know how to put in a monocoat fillet, and then they monocoat up to that fillet, overlap it slightly, and the seam just. Lewis Rankin is the best monocoat seam hider I've ever seen. I thought his airplane was painted, but normally when you see a control line stunt plane, they monocoat the wings and then paint the fuselage to hide the seams. Lewis Rankin monocoated the wings, the fuselage, the stab, the rudder, fuselage, everything, and it didn't look monocoated. It looked painted. So it can be done, but I got to tell you, there's not a whole lot of weight savings between monocoat and dope. I really don't believe there's any. I'd be willing to bet. Well, as a matter of fact, when I went to the Nats, what year was it? I think it was about 2012 or 13. I went over to the RC area to the monocoat guys, and I asked. They had pylon racers out there, and I asked them if they could show me how to monocoat because they're good too. You couldn't see the seams, and I said I'd really like to learn how to monocoat like that. I'm using dope and tissue, and I brought my airplane out of the car and I showed it to him. He said, "I don't think you're going to be able to. We're going to be able to compete. There'd be a waste of time to try to go between the two, and that comes from Top Flight." So, but it is an alternative. Let's see, I got a low spot right there. We're going to have to get some acryl on it. I'll put a little acryl there. It's a dip. These are attention to the details. These things will stick out like a sore thumb. You paint that and go, why didn't I fix that? Let me drink my soda. I showed the other Continental, the classic, on maybe it was yesterday's video, maybe it was the day before. I can't tell. Lose time. Day before, and that's what this airplane is going to look like. I might change up just a little to make more modern Art Shaw paint job, but that classic red, white, and blue with the scallops and checkerboard underside, that was the airplane that did it for me. Not my paint scheme. Tom Warden did it, and he copied Art Shaw. I didn't know Art Shaw died in the filming of Top Gun. Did you guys know that? I had no idea. Okay, we got that. We need to go around the corner though. Stay away from this aqua green. It's man, it's heavy. So I've got that carbon blended in better now. We'll see what happens when I sand it. And keep looking for spots. Use a little there. If you're looking for a quick finish, dope ain't it, but it is the lightest, and I think it's the most forgiving material. Got a little nick there. Nick there. Okay. Now, attention to detail. There's some little hairs hanging off of this. And you say, well, what the heck are those? Well, they're part of the paper. You got to get them off. Get them off or glue them down, one. Good enough. Okay, let's straighten that out. That's good. Let's change views. Five thumbs up. 12 watchers. Okay. So the theory behind the fillets is get the flats done here. That way you can come across with the fillet and not interfere with that, so it's flowing this way. And this big turn that I have here, you got to get the turn done first and then come back in with the fillet, because this thing here goes this way, and that way. And I mean, that's a super compound area. So when this dries, I'll take some 320 on my thumb and try to feather it in. And then if it's not perfect, we'll add some more. It takes what it takes. I won't need quite as much for the bottom because I only have two spots in the see, this goes this way, and this way. Don't try this until you get glass on this nose, or else you'll dig a hole. Okay, let's mix up some more. I think one spoonful should be enough. ain't enough. Now I'm going to overmix. But better to have too much than not enough. I don't want to stop in the middle and mix up a pile. So we got that. We got a little bit of cat pee and put it in there. I'm mixing this a little hotter than 2-to-1 because I want it to dry fast. I mean, I don't want to monkey around with it. It's about 1.5 to 1. A little over 50-50, I guess. Just as strong, just not as much work time. Like I say, I think it's ammonia that's in this stuff. Oh shoot, I don't have any tape down on that. Oh well, I'll have to do it. I have to get it taped here quickly. See, streaming, I'm losing my mind. Can't figure out what I'm doing half the time. CRS is sinking in. Okay. Try to be quickly. Yeah, I might have to mix it again. I don't know. Okay. Another thing, if you don't make mistakes, you ain't doing nothing. Them guys up in the office, so I don't make mistakes. Yeah, because you don't do anything. And I tell them too. The do nothing patrol are dead weight. Office workers are dead weight. When you're in the mechanics field. Get an answering machine. We'll call you back. We'll call you when it's ready. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, that's close enough. Let's get these in so in case something screws off, I'm not losing all of this. Dan, I hope you're watching how I did this, because I know you're going to be doing this today. Or maybe not today, because you got to get the tissue on it yet. Same as superfill, or same as epoxylite. Now, Bob Hunt says that doing it with your finger is a problem because it leaves oils in it, but I've never had a problem. So if you want to use a ball, I got the Jim Lee fillet tools. I just like the control I can get on my finger. I can feel it. You can use a prop blade, ball on a stick, ball, marble, whatever. Like I say, I just like the control that I get with my finger. And I've done it this way I started using epoxylite probably in the 70s. It's an old product. It was like rock. Same with the micro balloons and epoxy. I'm not so old school. I won't try new materials, just like CA. Oh, we don't want to glue with CA. What the hell's that? Super glue. Yeah, well, it works, and it works good. So I'll try anything, if it's going to work. They're winding up outside. Yeah. Force it down in that crack so it bonds the two pieces together. You don't want to just skim coat it. You want to force it down in that crack. Now this is super filled on the inside too, so it makes a double joint. Everything becomes one piece this way. I think we're going to maybe, I don't know, I'll get some tape on it, I guess. Wipe my hands off, get some tape on the stab. The stab's a little more difficult because I have a hornwort on it. You ask, what is a hornwort? Well, a hornwort is that lump that I have on the side of the fuselage because the horn is too wide. So I made a little bump there. It'll be fine. Nobody looks like part of the aircraft. And when it's molded in, it'll be beautiful. I suppose I best move camera so you can see what I'm doing. Again. Try to keep the fillets and filler down to a minimum on the tail because it's big leverage back there. You don't want to start adding poundage on there. we'll get a weight on this too, where what the tissue added and what the superfill added. Because I know what it weighed before I went to St. Louis. I know what I added. And we'll just subtract the two and see what we added. See how much weight. And people ask me, why do you keep weighing? Because then I can cut back somewhere else to know that, hey, I ain't going to make the mark. So I got to add one less coat of paint. I was supposed to go over to John's today, but like I said, the server said that they be giving me a call and I needed to be next to a computer when this happens. I just hope it goes easy. I hope we don't lose service. I was freaking out yesterday. There's 16 years worth of stuff on there. Okay, let's see if we can get it. Now, don't be alarmed when you go, well, I didn't get it quite enough on there. Okay, great. Let it dry, sand it, come back, put another coat on. And that's just how it works. This is going to be difficult here in this area. Ain't nothing for a stepper. Get the wart on. It's going to be hard to sand, just like that little nose lip on the cow that I still got to do some more work on. Because this thing it's going to be tough. That's all I can see that coming. I can see that coming. At least if there's a horn problem, I know where to cut into it at. Yeah. Okay. Well, I tell you what, that one-day turnaround to St. Louis was a heck of a deal. Tough on me. Then I get there and get to my mailbox and find personal property tax due, turn in by March 1st, or a $105 penalty. Oh, crap. Got to stop at the post office. Mail that shit in. Unbelievable. It was a lot easier when I was a kid. So you kids that want to be grown up, don't rush it. It's a pain in the rear. Everybody's got their hand out all the time. Well, including me and Stunt Hanger. But I just pass it on. The Gooberman. Okay, last fillet. I'd say probably added a quarter to 3/4 of an ounce of, half to 3/4 of an ounce of superfill on this airplane. Of course, could be more, could be less. Okay, we'll save that for just in case. Okay, got that. Let's pull this forward a little bit more. I don't want to come back here. Okay, I got that. Let's get this one. Yeah, that tissue's locked down good, so that makes me feel better. This airplane gets so much tape work done to it, I don't want to be pulling up all the way down to the wood. I guess I better order some more masking for my plotter. Oh shoot, I was supposed to do some letters for Don Jenkins. I forgot all about it. God. Oh well, I guess if he needed him, he'd be on me. Okay. Let's go over these with the Windexo. Come on. Gotta add some more there. I can see that coming right now. Where I transitioned into that. This is all about sculpting, really. Not that I'm a sculptor, but that's what we're doing here. I got it. Close enough? So what did we learn today? Windex does work. Works exactly the same as alcohol does. Sounds like there's a bird chirping in my kitchen cabinet, but I know damn well that can't be right. I don't know how the hell he'd get in the kitchen cabinet. You guys like the more polished videos or the live streams? I mean, some guys say the live streams. I can't hardly believe it. Be all right if I had a cameraman. Camera person. Okay. That's it. Superfill's done. Well, first round. There might be a touch-up or two. I won't know that until later on this afternoon when I take some 180 in there and kind of sand them and see if we got any lows. No, it ain't the smoke detector. It ain't that kind of chirp. It's a bird chirp, but I don't hear it now, so maybe he's left or whatever. I don't know. Smoke detector's right above my head. Well, what do you think? Did that turn out acceptable? Hour and 39 minutes. Looks like an old black and white movie. The green. Only this is blue. You young guys are lucky. We had 3 channels of black and white when I was a kid. And at 12 o'clock, we got to watch a movie about winter and Indians. Of course, we always got to see High Flight, too. I think they were F-103s. And they'd take off and they'd go like that, and that poem, High Flight, would be read. And they'd say, "Good night, signing off," and then the Indian would come on. And then after the Indian, that's right, I was the remote. Hey, turn that channel. Hey, adjust that rabbit ear. Stand there, do this, do that. Yeah. As I slip these surly bounds. I used to know that poem. I can't remember now. course, the national anthem, which is times change, that's for sure. So now what I'm going to do, I guess we'll take a break. I'll eat a sandwich. And I'll come back 1 o'clock probably. We'll do a sand out. I'll stay on another 15 minutes, I guess. Make it a 2-hour deal. No, 10 minutes. Anyway, come back, sand it out. I'll do a quick sand over the whole thing, 320. I got some 500 paper. I think it's 500. Yep, I got some 500 paper. We'll do a sand out with 500 and try to get all these shiny spots off of it. And then it's ready for its first coat of spray. This nose is like a baseball bat. It's solid, real solid. Wouldn't want to get hit with this. Super fill inside and outside the fuselage all the way back to the trailing edge. So you know that's not coming apart. Got the cross member across the top inside the fuselage, locking the bell crank and wing spar together. The wing spar runs all the way out to here, both sides, top and bottom. So you know the wing's not going to fold there anyway. And the nose is locked in with a second Lincoln log. For you young guys, Lincoln logs is toys we used to play with. A second Lincoln log shelf right in here. I normally don't do that, but I wanted to stiffen this up because it's a PA75. So we're not going to get any nose vibration or any nonsense like that, unless a prop gets knocked out. And I'll tell you what, I've seen one airplane in my life lose a blade. And that was at the Nats. It was a beautiful Crossfire electric. The guy chipped his propeller. I don't remember his name. He chipped his propeller and it threw the blade off on an electric airplane. And he went a half a lap and that plane exploded. It just poof into powder. I mean, the vibration, you could hear it. Bam! It just exploded. I've never seen that before. I've seen a lot of neat things at the Nats, but that ain't what too neat. My favorite save at the Nats was the guy flying his tri-plane, tri-motor airplane that was made out of arrow shafts, and one or two of the motors quit or something on a maneuver, and he was inverted. And to turn it upright, he went down over the edge of circle 1 because it goes down the knoll, so he could get enough clearance to make an outside loop and turn it upright and land. He saved it too. That was a good save. Pretty smart thinking. That was a really oddball plane, but it wasn't bad. It really turned. It really turned. Nobody liked it because it was too oddball. So what do you think? Did that shotgun cowl come out good? Looks just like double barrel shotgun. Best I could do. About 12 gauge too. Pretty close. All right, guys. I think I'm going to quit. I'll eat a sandwich. I'll be back. Well, about that time, the super fill will be dry. And we'll do a sand out. And I'll change the title on this video to super fill instead of the first sand out. All right. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for the super chat, Fred. That's always appreciative. Stunt hanger costs big money to run every month. Really, this month was ridiculous. But we just carry on. So we'll see you in about an hour. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.